For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Today we have Jaideep Chopra sir with us, the author of Merry Christmas. Would like to mention that Jaideep sir is an Indian film director, producer and a writer as well. Thank you for coming on our show, sir. We are highly honored to have you on the show today.
Thank you. It's honor for me too.
Okay, so sir, before we get into the podcast and know much more about your book, I would like to, just introduce yourself and let us know about your journey of being an author.
That's quite interesting. Actually, since my childhood, I was too much interested in reading these Panchtantra ki kahaniyan.
Okay.
So it started with that. So I was fascinated by the stories. So as I grew up, I started reading a lot of books. I used to read books of this James Bond, Ian Fleming, Sidney Sheldon, Jeffrey Archer.
Okay.
So there was something in me that I wanted to write something.
Yeah.
But because of the peer pressure, I had to study.
Yeah.
So I did my BTech in electronics from Mumbai.
Okay.
So somewhere my childhood dream was lost for a few years. I started doing business. Then I became a vice president of one of the biggest electronics company in Hong Kong.
Okay, that's great.
So there was a time when I was earning a lot of money, but I thought something was missing. I was not happy with whatever I was doing.
No.
So I just tried to find it out what is missing. So I got to know that since my childhood, I wanted to be a writer and director.
Yeah.
So more into storytelling. Even a director tells a story.
Yeah.
Then I shifted to Mumbai. I left everything. It was a changeover for me.
Okay.
And I started writing.
Okay. So, sir, what I feel personally, just like leaving your established life and trying something new is completely, you take it requires a lots of willpower to do that. So
Everyone says that.
Can you share with us like what was your that at mind state? What was that condition of your mental state? Like what you want exactly? How you would be so strong mentally to do that?
Yeah, there was an incident that happened. I was traveling to Hong Kong and over Myanmar, there was a lot of turbulence in the flight.
Okay.
So suddenly a thought came to my mind, what if this plane crashes and I die right now? No one is going to remember me forever because I have not done anything in that regard. So although I'm earning money, I'm a vice president of a big company. After a few years, everyone will be, they won't remember me. They will forget me. There is no reason to remember me. So my life started looking to be fruitless. So then I started exploring the same flight. Actually, what I wanted to do, I wanted to write something. I want to do something for the future generations to read about me or to know about me. There should be something.
Oh, that's true.
So writing and filmmaking, these are the best platforms. They are forever.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So as we all know that the book is now released, Merry Christmas. So can you please give us some insight like what a reader can expect from that book?
Actually, after Merry Christmas was my first book.
Okay.
After that, I wrote a lot of other books which are yet to be published, a lot of stories, out of which 2 films have already been made. Okay. I just wrote and directed one film with Nawazuddin Siddiqui in London. So that will be released in a couple of months.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
So that is Sangeet and I have written it.
Okay.
So, but Merry Christmas was my first film. It was not my first film, first book, something to write about. What happened? I went to Srinagar when I was a 10 years or 12 years old kind. So I was very fascinated by the beauties of Srinagar. So I always wanted to go there. But because of militancy, I never got a chance. A few years back, there was a time when I had to go there for some work. So I still had those sweet memories of my childhood of Srinagar. But I went there, everything was changed.
No.
Empty hotels, empty shikaras, empty roads, military standing everywhere, Greenland's been occupied by the military. So it was something very different which I had seen in my childhood. So I met a lot of people over there because I was not happy with whatever was happening over there. whenever we talk about Kashmir, we talk about militancy and army.
Yep.
There is very little time when we think what the Kashmiris suffered, what they went through this militancy time. So I started meeting people, a lot of people over there, localites. They told me small stories, what they were going through when this militancy was at the maximum, that is in 90s, late 90s. So in my book, there are some stories of that also, which are inspired by the true incidents. These were narrated by the localites over there. So somewhere I thought there is something that people should know about the psychology of the Kashmiris over that time. Even some of them were forced into militancy because of the circumstances. Because it is not that military or militants were responsible for the bad shape of Kashmir and Kashmiris. Sometimes the circumstances, they become the collateral damage, and that price Kashmiris had to pay. So in this book, I have little bit tried to explore that side of Kashmir and Kashmiris.
Okay. Sir. So, like, can we expect more such books from you, or you want to, explore a little bit on the other genres as well?
Actually, basically, I write thrillers.
Okay.
My genre is thriller. Mostly like to write thrillers. Even this book is ended like a thriller. You will feel thrilled through the movie. Okay. Though there are some real life inspired stories and incidents in the film, in the book, but by the end of the book, you will come to know it's a thriller only.
Okay.
So, as far thriller are expected, there are many more to come.
Okay. And can you, just being a writer and, just directing and producing films, so it's just a question, out of curiosity, like, what's the difference between writing for a film and writing a book? Can you share with us?
Yeah, that is very tricky question. It is very important. There's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
When we write a movie, we have the liberty to shoot it. We can make things visualize. We can shoot and tell a story in a different way. While reading a book, everybody will read story by his perspective or her perspective. In the film, it is shown by the director's perspective, because you are going to see the visuals. In the book, you visualize. So when we write a film, the director controls the visualization, but here we have to be very cautious. Whatever we write in a book, we have to make believe people the same things. Everybody should visualize the same thing.
Be on the same safe
We don't have the liberty for a director. Same page. We don't have the liberty for the director to shoot in his own way or add something to it. So this is the biggest challenge.
Okay.
And we have to give more information.
The detailings as well. Yeah.
So we have to provide detailings, more information, the detailings and small things.
Okay.
So this is the basic difference between book and film.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my next question to is like, after being a film director, producer and writer, like, do you see yourself as a brand or something like that in terms of writing or being an author as well? Like, you want a certain impact to be created on the reader's mind when they see a name, let's say if from 5 years from now, if anyone says, okay, this is the book by Jaideep Chopra, then you want a certain kind of impact to be, they feel like, okay, so this is the book and this must have the writer written. Anything like that?
Not thought about it anytime, but I'll be happy to, if someone speaks about my name that this book had been written by Jaideep Chopra, it will make me happy, but no plans as yet, no plan to make me myself as a brand.
Okay.
Because see, it is my necessity to write. I write every day.
Okay.
It's like food to me. It's like meditation to me.
Okay.
So unless I write 2-3 pages every day, I can't sleep.
Oh, that's great.
So I have to write something every day.
Understood, sir. Okay, so
even right now I'm writing 2 stories.
Okay. Oh, can you share with us, like, regarding its book or something of your script?
One is book and one is web series.
Oh, okay. So, sir, as you have, just debut in this industry of writing, so do you feel like competition neck to neck in this? Like, as we see in a survey, it was, published, like in a single week, you can say that around thousands of books are being published on a daily basis, on a week. So what sort of competition do you feel in this industry, or it's just like a passion for you and you are just above all of this, like you don't feel any sort of competition or something like that?
See, I I'm not scared of any competition because I am not running into that game.
Hmm.
Whatever I do, even in direction and writing the films, there's a lot of competition. Every week, 4 or 5 films are coming.
Ah.
So it doesn't matter to me the competition. The good books will always find a way. They will always find their readers. So that is irrespective of the competition. If you can write good stuff, people are going to read it. People are going to praise it. It doesn't matter about the competition. That is the case with everything. At least we have people who are reading.
That's also true, sir. And
yeah.
Moreover, sir, here comes my next question related to this. Like, do you feel that readers are getting less day by day? As you know, what I feel that after this lockdown, almost most of the people are being writer, and as what I feel that publishing a book is much easier now as it was used to be. Like self-publishing is there, Amazon Kindle publishing is there, many other options are there. So what I personally feel that completing a book needs a hell lot of patience, and we are living in a generation where 15 seconds video or 15-second video is also very difficult to watch full. We just keep on scrolling and swiping up. So what exactly according to you can be used as a measure to make the youth or anyone inclined towards reading as it was used to be?
See, reading and writing, these are two things which is missing in the industry everywhere. Even when we go for the film writing or book writing, I know a lot of young people who want to write, but they can't write because they can't think. Why they can't think? Because they don't have the patience. And why they don't have the patience? Because they can't read. Why they can't read? Because they don't have the patience.
So it's all interconnected.
So it becomes like a wish circle. It's all interconnected. Because they can't read, they can't write. That is why good content is missing. It is the cheapest thing the professional to become is to become a writer. You just need a paper and a pen and write whatever you want to write.
True.
And writing 2, 3, 20, 30 pages is a simple thing. Anyone can think of a story of 30 pages or 20 pages. But they can't end it. They can't give detailing to the characters, detailing to the things, logics they can correct. So I have gone through this and lot of people who cannot read now. They have lost the patience. They will rather go to web series, watch web series on Netflix or Amazon, but they won't read.
True.
They don't have the patience. And that is why they can't write.
That's also true. Okay.
This is the problem.
Okay. So, sir, my next question to you is like what I personally feel or what I suggest to new authors that coming to this industry as a full-time author is not something which is so much appreciated by the people. Like this industry in terms of writing, there's not as much as financial freedom as we can expect from other industries. So what's your take on that, or what you would suggest to the new authors who are planning to do this as a completely full-time thing?
See, again, that depends if your source of bread and butter is there, because immediately you can't get money out of these things, out of writing.
True.
Because unless you become your book becomes a hit or you become a big author, only then you will start earning out of it. True. So again, you have to be patient for that. First patient to write, and then patient to earn something. But the problem with the youth is, which is a genuine problem, once we come out of the academics, like we have done the graduation or some professional course, we want to run for money. We want to do something so that we can immediately start earning money.
True.
But to become an author, you need patience.
Definitely.
And it might take a lot of time for the financials to come back to you. So that is the reason people take it as a hobby or second profession or side profession, not full-time profession. People do convert into a full-time author once they are established. And they are very few.
Definitely. We can just, name them on fingers.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so my next question to you, sir, being a director, producer, writer, and being in this industry, then suddenly switching to the authors, being an author, like how do you manage both of these lives? Like both are completely different, what I feel, interacting with stars or celebrities, and then just sitting and writing for the book and dealing with readers, reviewers, all those things. So how do you balance between both of them?
Actually, if you know some of the actors, they are very good readers, like Nawazuddin and all. They are very good readers also.
Okay.
They observe everything very carefully.
Hmm.
So whenever I used to talk about my books, he was too happy to know that I'm going to write something.
Oh, okay.
Because I have been into writing films,
Huh, huh.
and shifting from films to books, it was just a little bit of change. Like you can say, it was structural change.
Hmm.
And after writing a book, becoming an author, even my film writing, my screenplay writing has improved.
No.
So actually, becoming an author, writing a book is increasing my capabilities as a director and as a writer for the film, for the screenplays.
Okay.
But I have to write every day. I told you now, I write every day.
Do you have any
irrespective, I'm
schedule
writing a
for
film,
that, sir? Yeah.
mostly in the nights.
Okay.
Between 10 to 12, I write.
Okay. So, sir, as you just shared with us that you have done a film with Nawazuddin sir. So, can you share any memorable moments, a couple of them with us, like anything?
Actually, we were shooting in London, and that too in lockdown in January. So that itself is a memorable thing, because London was locked down and nobody was traveling to London, and we took a scare to go there and shoot the film with Nawazuddin. So right now I can't say much about the film because yet to come.
Definitely.
So those stories will be followed by other followed later on. But I have worked with Pankaj Tripathi, I have worked with Mohammad Zishan Ayub, Devendu Sharma, Rahul Roy, Narendra Jha. So I have worked with all these people, a lot of NSD and FTI people.
That's incredible, sir.
So I am a critically acclaimed director. I have won around 23 international awards for my films.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So now coming to your personal life, sir, can you share with us like what was the happiest moment of your life till now?
Happiest moment was the birth of my daughter, and second was rebirth of my mother. My mother was suffering from cancer and she went to a major operation. So it was rebirth for her. So rebirth of my mother and birth of my daughter, they were the most happiest moment for my life.
Definitely, sir. So, and just like recently your book has been launched. So what was your mental state at that time? Like, do you feel stressed, or you have said you have targeted any milestone? Like, okay, this much people knows me, so my book has to be perform like this in the first week and all those things like people do generally. So
I never nothing. I never thought about it, but it's only that I wanted it to be a big launch. Like I should call Nawazuddin Siddiqui or Pankaj Tripathi or someone so that they can make the book launch happen. But because of this pandemic, I didn't even ask anyone.
Definitely.
So ठीक है, it's okay. If it's good enough, people will find a way to read it.
Definitely.
अच्छा content सब जगह पहुंचता है. It doesn't matter. I was excited but not worried or not stressed.
Okay, so there was no milestones for the book, like perform as
nothing.
Yeah. Okay. And can you share with us like what
I wrote it for my satisfaction. I wanted to write something.
That's
I wrote
true.
it.
True.
So if people like it, I'll be more than happy.
That's also true, because
milestone to it.
At the end of the day, it's all about getting a peaceful sleep with the satisfaction. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So can you share with us like what's your current mental state now as a as a human being, as an author? What are the things which you want to focus upon?
Right now, I'm focusing about to get my family safe from this pandemic, from this COVID. That is the first thing which is going through everybody's mind.
Definitely. Sir.
So nothing much right now because I have a lot of work. So I'm so much occupied with work, so I don't have time to think about anything. So not even to think about my mental state.
It's all going with the flow.
I'm too much occupied with. Yeah. I'm working 16 to 18 hours a day, so too much busy.
And my last question to you of this podcast is that what are your advices for the upcoming authors and for the people who are about to just publish their book? What are your advices? And one more subcategory of this question is like, what are your life advices for people who are listening to this podcast? For anyone, for even me as well, what is your life advice would you like to give?
Listen to your heart. This is the first thing I would say.
Okay.
वो कहते हैं कि हर आदमी का किसी पर्पस के लिए जन्म हुआ है. Find out that.
True.
And just do that. It will make you happy.
Okay.
For me, being happy and satisfied is success. And for authors, I want to say, just read good stuff and you will be able to write good stuff.
Okay, so first read and then
That's it.
start writing. Okay.
Yeah, first
Oh.
read. You have to be a good reader to start. This is what
Definitely.
I think. It might be wrong, but I think so. You have to be a good reader to write good.
Definitely. So because you want to feel the, how to write, or what exactly people love to read, or what exactly they want to make the readers feel.
Because sometimes you have to go through some books which are not working well, because you also have to know what not to write.
That's also true.
That
That's
is
a
also
rare
important.
advice. Yeah.
What not to write, what people don't like.
Definitely.
मेरी कहानी सबको अच्छी नहीं लग सकती.
Okay.
Because when we meet people, everyone has a story. Every single
True.
person in the world wants to make a biopic, because he thinks my struggle is the biggest struggle in the world. I've met thousands of people.
Yeah.
So,
That's also true in my case as well. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed this life-changing episode, and if you do, then do follow our podcast Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book Merry Christmas. Just go on Amazon, search and buy it. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with your
Thank
words.
you.
It was an honor to have you on the show today.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, guys.